comic book friends! New comic book day! Or at least new comic book day for me. My comic books. My invoice says 18 this week. 18. That used to be the normal. A few years ago. Until I got crazy and started buying a ton of books. Reading a ton of books. So let's jump right into it. Let's see. What do we got this week? Rockstars, issue number 2. Really enjoyed issue number 1. Curious to see what issue number 2 is like. I will probably read this right quick so I can decide whether or not I'm going to order the next issue, because I have to do my order this weekend. Yeah. I'm assuming it's probably a double cover, so we look at the back side. It's probably going to be... Oh, no, it's not. I mean, it's full page cover. It's kind of... No, it's not. It's not. This is just some psychedelic. Whoa, man. Whoa. Acid trip. Anyway, Rockstars. Looking forward to that. First issue was a lot of fun. Suicide Squad, Most Wanted, El Diablo, Amanda Waller, Devil's Last Stand. This is 6 of 6. This is the end of this Suicide Squad's Most Wanted. I haven't seen any advertisements for any new ones yet, but I have really enjoyed the El Diablo story. Not a fan necessarily of the character, but I've really enjoyed this quite a bit. So looking forward to seeing how that ends. Man, a lot of things been kind of most of the backup stories and have been kind of this time around. But if there is another Suicide Squad's Most Wanted, which I kind of hope there is, I'll be checking it out. Not Like Us. Issue number 13, finally, where this book is back. I absolutely love this book. Eric Stephenson, one of the main mouthpieces at Image Comics. Simon Gaines on art, Jody Belleri on colors. Just really interesting book. Love the way it looks, love the style of it. So yeah, excited for that. Apologize in advance if I sneeze or sniffle. My nose has been bugging me today, so you see me grabbing it a lot as I'm trying not to sneeze a whole bunch here on camera. Mayday, issue number 3 of 5. Another Alex DeCampi book. Parker and Blonde on art. It's basically set in the 70s? Early 80s? It's a Russian spy story, so it's been fun. Last issue was a lot of action. We'll see what this issue ends up bringing us and stuff. So, here we are, Lucifer. This is issue number 14. This is the new people on the book. I mean, same artist and colorist. Gabret and Fabrella are doing art, same art, but now it is Cadre doing the writing. So we'll see how this changes Lucifer going forward. I've been enjoying Lucifer, so we'll see what the change brings us and whether or not she'll like it. So, Black Road. This is a Magnus the Black Mystery. Continues on. This is issue number 6. A Pagan Death is the title of this one. Brian Wood written, Gary Brown, David Craig, of course, on the art. I've really enjoyed the book. Excited to have it back. Looking forward to seeing what the next arc is. I've really liked everything about it. The whole vibe of the book and the feel of it, and the art, the story. It's just been good. It's been good. Another book I have been enjoying, different way, but definitely been enjoying. Issue number 5 of the Trinity. Yeah, we'll see where this whole thing goes now that we've kind of exposed the whole story there. I love that cover. That's a great cover. We'll see how it goes. Of course, if you've heard all the monthly books, which this is a monthly book, the $2.99 books are going to go up $1. Coming in April, I believe, and we'll get a digital code, which of course means nothing to me. That will be a What the Feud coming up, I am sure. Conversation about that. Raven issue number 5, getting close to the end there. Another great cover. Have been enjoying this. Looking forward to seeing how we're getting towards the end, where it's going to start tying all up. Oh, Superman issue number 15. This is the next issue of the Multiplicity. Excellent looking cover here. That's all that stuff in the background is different bits and pieces from this special version of the Justice League, it looks like. The rabbit in Superman's hand is Captain Carrot, who's been converted into just a regular old rabbit, it looks like. So, very excited to see what's going to happen. That Superman continues to be the surprise surprise book of Rebirth for me. Cats are going nuts, so we'll see if we hear them in the background. Curse Words, issue number 1. You know what? I didn't think I was going to order this, but clearly I did. Charles Soule, Ryan Brown on art. We'll see. Like his beard. Need more guys with badass beards, right? So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what this is like. Used to be I would jump on anything Charles Soule oriented. I've been kind of cool on Charles Soule lately. Some of the newer stuff that he's been doing, but we'll see. We'll see what this ends up being like. Curse words. It's not really swearing. It's more curse words, I think, as in magic. So it is kind of a magic realism story, I believe. So we'll see what that ends up being like. Green Arrow, issue number 15. This is more of the Emerald Outlaw. Great cover. This issue is got art by Ferrara, so the art will be excellent, I am sure. I have already decided that I'm dropping this book. I'm dropping Green Arrow. My one time used to be favorite superhero. Just don't really feel like there's much story being told anymore in it. So whether that's because it comes out twice a month or there's stories just not really there, it feels like it's drug out. And getting it twice a month just reminds me of all the elements of it that I don't really care for. Nightwing, issue number 13. Interesting cover. I wonder who did the art. Well, it says Marcus Toe. Huh, interesting. Looks different. At least he's not getting his ass beat in this one, on the cover of this one, like he has been the last few issues. More of the Bloodhaven story arc. Betting there's not too many more issues left of this story arc, but we'll see what goes on with Nightwing. Killer Be Killed. Yes. Looking forward to this. This is number 5. Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips' latest book. See where this goes. Always kind of excited to read it. Always great art. Wonderful stuff there. I guess I should also mention Elizabeth Brewster, because her colors lend a lot to the book for sure. Black Widow, issue number 10. Love this cover. Great story by Chris Samney with Mark Waid throwing in a little bit of words. Brilliantly covered by Matt Wilson. I've been hearing this is done at 12. There's only 2 more issues left, but I'm enjoying it while reading it. I hope it's not done. I'll keep reading it and really been enjoying it. Cave Carson has a Cybernetic Eye, issue number 4. Been digging the Young Animal books. Been enjoying them all. Curious to see what happens here. We're down in the subterranean where Cave Carson's wife used to live, and we're going to check that out. So I'm really curious to see about that and what goes on with that. So fun stuff. Something I'm looking forward to. This is Black Hammer. This is the giant size annual. So it's Jeff Lemire has written a bunch of stories, little stories in here, and a whole cadre of artists doing art on the book. I've heard some people grumble about the fact that this isn't giant size, and the price tag on it was $6. So I get the complaint there. Ooh, the cover is made out of some serious stock. I have no idea how many pages the thing is. It's at least 35, because looking over the people that are doing the credits here, it shows that Mike Allred does page 30 through 35, so it's at least 35 pages. So that would be, 15 pages more than what a typical corporate comic would be. So it's almost two books worth. Almost 2 books worth for that $6, as opposed to the $3.99. So for $2 more, you get almost another book. So price point per page, that probably lands about right. So I think sounds to me like it does. At any rate, I'm looking forward to reading it. I've been very excited, been really enjoying Black Hammer so far. Mind you, it's largely I've been enjoying Black Hammer because of the Dean Ostrom art. So we'll see how other people's art plays in that, and whether or not I enjoy that. And then I think we're waiting until like March. I think March is when the regular title comes back, but very much looking forward to that because Black Hammer has been an excellent, excellent story. The final part, I think, of Rooftops, issue number 15, more of cat and bat dialogue baloney. Not a fan of that aspect of it. I do like their interaction between the two of them, so curious to see how this kind of story, just how it ends, what becomes of all of that and whatnot. So I am warming up to Batman. Some of King's excellent writing is kind of showing through in these like last 2 or 3 issues. So I'm more and more inclined to believe that being stuck on a big name corporate comic, and he's probably not having the ability to leverage things the way that he wants to, I would guess. But I continue the Batman and Catwoman calling each other Bat and Cat. Bugs me to no end. So, and finally, it is a one-shot, I believe. Yep, a one-shot. Justice League of America. This is the Ray, Rebirth issue. Curious to see where they take the Ray at now. I have been a fan of the Ray in different incarnations and whatnot. Steve Orlando, Jody Houser are writing it. Byrne on art. I wonder if that's the same Byrne on art that was on. Maybe not. I'm looking over right now. Stephen Byrne as art and color. So I don't know. I don't know if that's the same artist that did some of the art in some of the latest Green Arrows and whatnot. Art looks okay. So we'll see what the Ray ends up being like. That's interesting. It's got Hauser on the cover, but it says in here that the writer is Steve Orlando. Looking to see where I don't see her in the credits at all. So I don't know if that's a mistake or what the deal is with that. I know that she helped on the Vixen. She wrote helped write the Vixen one. So we'll see. Anyway, curious to see the new what the new telling of the Ray is. He'll be part of Justice League of America, which I will be checking out. There's some elements of the Justice League of America that's coming out that seem bizarre, but I'm willing to give it a shot because I do like the Justice League and the Justice League of America and all that kind of that concept. So I always give it a try at least. But that's it. That's my books. Have a great weekend, everybody. I don't believe there'll be a comic book table this week unless I get contact from somebody who wants to hang out and talk comics on Saturday. Otherwise, it will be I don't know. It'll be whenever I'll talk to you about comics. Have a great one.